Hi everyone, my name is Caitlyn and I'm an ankylosing spondylitis patient. I was so kindly asked by the Spondylitis Foundation to share my journey and my story about living with ankylosing spondylitis, which is a form of inflammatory autoimmune arthritis. I'm going to share a typed out long form, basically background of my story because I feel like it's easier to address everything that way, but I did also want to share a video format so everyone can see who I am. I like to be upfront about that, and I like everyone to see who the speaker is and to get to know me, and I feel like the face-to-face way is the best way to do that. I'm very honored to be sharing my story today. I feel like that's the best way to reach people and to spread awareness, and this disease needs more awareness. And so I'm going to get into my story now. I am 32 years old. I have been living with ankylosing spondylitis since November 30th of 2017. It is actually the very first chronic disease that I was ever diagnosed with, so it has a very special place in my heart. I have been on a plethora of treatments for ankylosing spondylitis, including Celebrex, which is actually the first treatment that I was put on, steroids, which was prednisone. A lot of people are put on prednisone or some form of steroid when they are first diagnosed with arthritis or any kind of autoimmune disease. I have also been on Humira, which I just recently stopped, and I am now on Simponi, which is an infusion that I go to an infusion center for every 8 weeks. I also receive different injections. I have been on steroid injections. I have also been on different nerve blocks for my pain, and I am now receiving what are called radiofrequency ablations to both my cervical spine, which is my neck, as well as my lumbar spine. I go every 6 months to a surgical center for my radiofrequency ablations. They are very helpful. They help calm my nerve pain as well as my pain from degenerative disc disease, which is from my arthritis. I'm very passionate about raising awareness for specifically ankylosing spondylitis because it is an autoimmune form of arthritis. And when most people hear about arthritis, they're assuming osteoarthritis, which is what is seen in the elderly community. And they're not thinking of a younger patient with arthritis, like someone my age or someone who is even younger, like a juvenile patient. And so I am very passionate about raising awareness for this cause. I believe that every form of arthritis deserves attention. We need to find a cure. There is no cure for this disease. And so without a cure, I will continue living this way forever. And I will continue to have to be on these treatments and these procedures for the remainder of my life. It is also a misconception that arthritis only affects the joints in the body. And this is another reason why I'm passionate about raising awareness of this disease. A lot of my different organ systems have been impacted by this. I am now wearing glasses, as you can see, which I was not wearing before. I have experienced inflammation behind my eyes, which have caused vision loss. This vision loss can be permanent, and it usually is permanent, and can lead to blindness if left untreated. So because of this, my vision has deteriorated, and I am now wearing glasses. I also have experienced skin issues. I've experienced issues with my heart. I take cardiac medication as well as digestive issues. I have a disease called gastroparesis, and I am on a feeding tube, which is why I had to take a short pause for a second, and also why I'm wearing this backpack. I have experienced different nerve pains. I also have complex regional pain syndrome, which is a very painful nerve pain condition, which could be linked to autoimmune diseases. There's not a lot of studies being done, but again, there's just not a lot of research. So without research, there's just no funding, and then cures can't be found. So arthritis can impact many different areas of the body. Ankylosing spondylitis is also known to attack the lungs. I have asthma, I have allergies, so it is something that really needs more attention and really needs awareness, and it needs a face. I am honored to be the face of ankylosing spondylitis. Ankylosing spondylitis looks just like someone like me, and I want for others to know that. Spondylitis Association, thank you so much for asking me to help raise awareness for this cause, specifically during this month, which is Pain Awareness Month. Chronic pain is something I live with every day. You cannot see it. It does not look like anything. It is an invisible disease. Pain has truly reshaped and completely redefined my entire life, my existence. It controls my life some days, and it is a horrible way to live. And I want to help change that, not only for myself, but for others. So again, Spondylitis Association, thank you so much for including me in part of this movement. I am so honored to connect with you guys and to know you guys through social media. I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I hope everyone living with autoimmune diseases, specifically autoimmune arthritis, knows that they are wonderful and beautiful and that there is always hope for a better tomorrow.